Hi, we're gonna make eggs today. We have used eggs in our frittatas, and then now we are just going to cook some eggs. So I'm gonna show you a few different ways to cook them. You have frittatas coming up. I just happened to film them in that order because that's when my family was gonna eat them. So we are going to, I can see you standing in amazement that I put the fuel in there first and then I started it. So I have a non-stick pan. Non-stick pans work great for eggs. If all you have is regular, then use regular, but I would make sure that you get some fat on there. So if you really want to make like restaurant style eggs, they're going to use fat in the bottom of their pan. So what they usually use is like a squeeze bottle that has melted butter or butter substitute or a combination of butter and oil in there. That's what they're usually going to use. So I'm going to show you eggs a few different ways. You can choose how you want to cook them. I suggest 3 ways, eggs 3 ways. So show me how to make them 3 different ways. That's how we usually do it at school anyhow. I'm going to turn my heat down just a touch because my butter sizzles pretty fast. So we're thinking, you know, if you're a diner or a restaurant, then you're working on a flat top griddle of some sort. Just checking to make sure that's on. I have my eggs cracked into bowls. I've got 3 of them. And I'm going to show you an over easy and a frambled and a scrambled, okay? So that's gonna go on. I want that to be making that noise. So I've got my egg cooking in here. There we go. You can see that the white is cooking away in there. I wish there was a better way to show you this. Okay, there. Let's see if this is a better way to show it. So this is getting pretty brown on the edges, which I'm okay with, and I'm just gonna flip it. Does it surprise anyone that I have a purple scraper? You can tell my butter got a little brown. I'm okay with that though. I think the best is when it has the crispy edges, but an underdone middle. So if you have some bread or make some bread, and put this nice runny yolk on that bread, it'll be tasty. So what we're looking for here, like I said, is I'm gonna do an over easy. Over easy means that I flipped it once, so I flipped it over, but the inside is not gonna be done. So I'm gonna have a nice runny yolk. So basically, as soon as the outside is cooked, this is done. So this is sliding around nicely on my pan, so I can tell the outside is seared. That guy is done, okay? So I'm gonna do the next one, and I'm gonna show you. So we've already done poached. You could do like a souffled egg in your oven. The next one I'm going to show you is my favorite because I like, basically it's like a cross between fried like that and scrambled. So I'm going to put that on there. And then as soon as the white sets, I am going to break the yolk. Also on your over easy, if you prefer your yolks not runny, you could of course cook it over medium, which is just cooking a little bit longer, or over hard, which is where the yolk is like the light yellow color because you cook the yolk all the way. So now what I do for my scrambled eggs, because I like the runny yolk all throughout, is to break it. And then, yep, I usually have to just kind of pull that in until it wants to hang with me here. I'm just going to hold it there until it sets. And then I'm just going to flip it one time. So as soon as the edges show me, you know, that it's ready to flip, then I can kind of use gravity to help me and flip it one time. At home, now on a regular, like weekday, I do not use butter in my eggs because, you know, I just don't need that extra fat and calories from the butter. But if you want it to be more restaurant style, then you're gonna want butter. You can make sure that you don't brown it if you'd like to. But now my egg is scrambled, which is what I said. So my yolk is going to be runny throughout, so it's all over my toast instead of just breaking it, and you know it's only one time, okay? And then scrambled eggs, people usually mess up scrambled eggs because the mailman is here now. People usually mess up scrambled eggs because they overcook them. So I'm going to scramble my egg here, or a scrambled egg before I push it in there. And then I'm going to let this cool off just a minute before I keep going. I'm actually going to take a paper towel and just wipe this out. Also, paper towel is hot commodity. We're cooking with like all the things that are harder to find at the grocery stores. So I just like to wipe it out just so that it's clean and ready to roll. And then that's still browning a little bit too fast. So I'm going to put the egg in here in just a second, but I did already scramble it. I do not suggest adding milk to it because it kind of makes the milk weep out of it. And I also don't really suggest putting salt in it before because salt toughens it up a little bit and you don't really want it to be tough. So I would not suggest doing that either. So let's see, hopefully you guys have been able to see this whole time. We're going to do a scrambled egg. I'm going to put, like I said, a little butter in there. This pan really maintains its heat. Okay, so my scrambled egg is going to go in. I'm basically only going to stir a couple times. This is going to be done way faster than you think. I'm trying to keep large curds. Remember, we talked about cottage cheese as curds and whey. Curds are the chunky part. I'm going to try to maintain those large curds because that's part of what makes a good scrambled egg to me, is having that real actual bite to eat. So see how it's still a little wet? It's done. It's going to keep cooking. That's done. That's going to make a really nice pile of scrambled eggs that are clearly, you know, those scrambled eggs are clearly not powdered. So a lot of restaurants will use powdered eggs. Those scrambled eggs are clearly not powdered. They are real eggs, which I like about them. And then now I would salt and pepper them. But you can see here, you know, I have a big actual bite of egg. I'm not going to put that in there because it has egg yolk on it, but I have an actual bite of egg instead of all scrambled up in real tiny pieces. So like I said, I have my butter a little, probably maybe a little too brown for some of you, but I do like the edges to be crisp and the inside to be not done. So that works well for me, but you could use not butter at all. Like I said, usually at home, I just use the little spritzer of olive oil and just put a little bit in there. But you could use that. Or just a nonstick pan. If you have a good nonstick pan, you actually don't have to use any fat in there at all because it just won't stick because it's a good nonstick pan. So that is it. And enjoy your eggs. Show me the 3 ways that you made them on your assignment link.